What is going on, everyone? It's Mr. Ooze here, and today we're taking a look at some Wi-Fi routers. Now, with Wi-Fi being one of the most important things in your house these days, getting the right Wi-Fi router with the right speed and capability is of the utmost importance. But the question is, how much should you really be spending on the wireless portion of your Wi-Fi router? And that is what we're going to be investigating today. We have three devices we're going to be taking a look at three different price points, and we're going to be investigating how well they fare when loaded up at different ranges, different streaming sources, and different loads in terms of network traffic. And then we're going to see how well a more expensive router will compare to a middle of the range router and a cheaper router. So without any further ado, let's introduce the devices we're going to be talking about today. The first router, which will be representing our more premium router, is the Linksys WRT32X. It comes in at about $300 and it's considered a top-of-the-line gaming router with killer NIC prioritization. If you do happen to have a killer NIC on your motherboard or use one of their network devices, you can take advantage of some of the built-in software to help prioritize game traffic over things like web browsing and maybe even video streaming. The next router we have on the list is the Asus AC1300. Now this is going to be our middle-of-the-range router, giving you very good price performance usually in this range. We're going to be investigating how much it actually gives and is it actually worth paying that, and that's going to be around the $70 to $80 price point. And then down at the bottom is the ISP modem router combo that you usually get when you sign up for your internet service, which comes at a small monthly fee, but when you stay with them long enough it starts to add up, so consider that as well. So as far as the testing methodology, I tried to load up these routers with as much network traffic as possible, mixing it between outbound traffic going to the actual internet and intranet traffic, or things that are within the network. So we have things like streaming a video game, streaming video streams from YouTube and Netflix, and playing something on a TV, and then streaming from a DVR, and then transferring a file across two computers on the network. And then we went ahead and did a speed test, did 3 rounds to get the average of them, and seeing how well each router fared. For the speed test, all of the routers were tested at 5 gigahertz just to test how much the maximum bandwidth or throughput would be available to a device just connecting to a network that is now fully loaded, and to give us the best possible results for the test. Another thing to note is that I did test all of these routers by themselves with only one device connected, and they were all able to saturate the network bandwidth given by the ISP at about 120 megabits per second. Now, when it comes to the results of the test, they're a little surprising. When it came to the full test, the full load on all of these routers, with no surprise, the Linksys actually did the best on the 5 gigahertz spectrum. I didn't test the 2.4 because, again, it was very inconsistent for all the radios, so I want something I could hit every single time. But again, the differences aren't too great. Under normal circumstances, you will be able to get the same bandwidth throughout all of these routers, but you will have to pay a premium for one. So when it comes to what the winner is and what the best value is, as with most things, it's going to be the middle of the road, and that's going to be the Asus AC1300. At around $70, you're getting better performance in the built-in modem router combo, and you're not quite paying as much as the Linksys, even though it does have some benefits in terms of processing, and when loaded up, it did have the best throughput and lowest ping compared to the other routers. But if you think about it this way, whereas the modem router combo costs you about $5 to $8 a month, after about a year, you would have paid for the actual router itself, and you would have mitigated all the cost differences between them. And then the $300 router is something you may be able to justify, but also if you wanted the best speeds, you could also just run an Ethernet cable from your modem to your computer and get similar performance as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it or found it useful. Hopefully this will influence your next router decision. Leave a comment down below if you use any of these routers, or if you found that a cheaper router or something just different than the modem router combo that you're getting from your ISP, found out that it was actually better and more cost effective to get something like that and pay that money up front than paying $5 to $8 a month for however long you stay with them. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Share this video with anyone looking to buy a router for their house or maybe even a business. You can apply these same principles to that too. And I think that'll be it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.